Hey, I'm Anna, and recently I realized that I regularly make a red wine spaghetti and a white wine spaghetti, so I figured why not put them together and show you how to make both. And my boyfriend Max actually doesn't like tomato sauce, which is sad, but it also kind of opened the door for me to figure out different kinds of vegan spaghettis and pastas that I can make that weren't just the regular marinara sauce, spaghetti and meatballs, that kind of thing. I know a lot of people have been stockpiling wine and liquor recently, so if you have an extra bottle of red wine or white wine laying around and you want to try out one of these pastas, why not? Okay, so the first thing that you're going to want to do is cut up a medium eggplant into pretty thick slices. And then you're going to put a little bit of salt on all of them and then flip them over and put on the other side as well. Then lay them out on some paper towel and put some paper towel and a hard surface on top of it. This is just to get any excess water out. And while you're doing that, you can boil your spaghetti or whatever pasta you're using until it's done. And then in 3 small bowls, you're going to put a 1/4 cup of flour, a 1/2 cup of any kind of plant-based milk you want mixed with a teaspoon of cornstarch, and then a cup of panko mixed with some oregano. And then you're going to do that to each one and put it out on a baking sheet. Then you're going to bake those at 400 degrees for 30 minutes. But halfway through the baking, you're going to take them out and fry them up in a pan. So just 4, 5, or 6 at a time, you're going to put them in there and then fry until they're brown on one side and flip them over. And then after that's done, you're going to put them all back in the oven for the remaining 15 minutes. And next, you're going to cut up a medium yellow onion. Add some olive oil to your pan and chop that up. I did not do the greatest onion chopping job here, but you get the idea. And then you're going to add 3 cloves of garlic. Mix that together. And then you're going to add about a teaspoon of red pepper flakes. And then you're going to add an entire bottle of whatever red wine you like. I'm sure there's one that is best to use, but I just used whatever I had. And you're going to add a tablespoon of tomato paste to that. And then you're going to let that sit for a while so that the alcohol cooks off. And then you are going to add your spaghetti and kind of really toss it in that, and it'll turn the spaghetti kind of a pink color. And then you're going to add about a tablespoon of Earth Balance or any kind of vegan butter that you have. And some more salt to taste. And then I added arugula. You can add spinach or whatever else you want. And serve it up. And then just layer your eggplant slices on top. This is a really rich flavor, and you'll definitely feel really fancy when you make it. Okay, so for the next pasta, you're gonna again set your spaghetti to boil. I used whole wheat this time, and then cut up a bunch of whatever is your favorite mushroom or whichever one you have on hand. And then you're gonna chop up 1/2 of a yellow onion. Add some olive oil to a pan and add your onion to it. And also add 2 cloves of garlic. And then add your mushrooms to that. And then you're going to add again a tablespoon of earth balance and some salt and pepper to taste. And then you're going to add a half of a cup to 3/4 of a cup of white wine and let that simmer together. And then you are going to add about a half of a cup of oat milk or soy milk and about 1/4 of a cup of flour. And then you're really going to want to whisk this together to get all of the flour clumps out. This will just help it thicken. And then add some spinach or arugula and juice from half of a lemon. Some more salt and pepper. And add your spaghetti to that and let it soak through. And there you go. This one is really easy and fast and also really creamy. You would never guess it was vegan.
Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you like these spaghettis. Of course, both recipes will be linked down below, and you can find more at pbpasta.com or at Plant Based Pasta Party on Instagram, and I will see you soon.